Okay, so this is going to be an update on my kind of tropical and rare variety trees. Um, what I have here is my sweetheart lychee tree um, that I bought from sort of a vendor that transports trees from LA to San Jose. So it's grown quite a lot since I bought it. It is kind of a twig, not very thick at all, but it's bushed out a lot. And I think I've heard they can grow pretty quickly. So I really like the foliage. It has this really kind of like soft foliage that is kind of like looks yellow and not healthy, but then it kind of darkens up as it grows older. And it's grown a lot, gotten a lot of new foliage since I've gotten it. I've only had it for maybe about 6 months now, 6-7 months. Put it in a 15-gallon pot. I'm planning on growing it for 1 year in the pot, and then I'm going to plant it over there in that corner right there, next to my reed avocado. I don't know if it'll get any fruit from it, but it'll be in a protected area over there. I know that it doesn't like, lychees don't like wind, so there'll be no wind over there. But we get very mild here in San Jose, so it got no damage during the winter. I don't expect there'll be any damage, frost damage for issues, because this can go down to I think like 24 degrees according to the chart. So we never get that cold here. So this is my sweetheart lychee tree. So the next tropical that I want to talk about is my China white guava. I bought this last year as well. There's not a lot going on. Again, it didn't lose any leaves during the winter. It got a little bit purple, a little dark, but it didn't lose any leaves. So like it didn't defoliate. This one's going to stay in a pot. I'm not going to be planting it in the ground. I don't have space for it. And I just recently took off all these like suckers down here, so that it can have more single stem. It was kind of going a little crazy. I like the trunk, how it kind of peels like that. It's kind of cool. I'm not a huge white guava person, but supposedly they taste good. I don't know. This is the other cool tree that I have. This is a Manila mango tree. I bought it last year, same time. Looks like it's budding right now. It is kind of recovering from the winter. There's new leaves coming in right here. I'm probably gonna keep it in a pot, and I'll move it to a bigger pot as it gets older. I put it under sort of the awning over there during the winter, and so it kind of protected it from rain, because we do get rains in the winter, which it doesn't like being cold and wet. So I think that will be resolved by moving it over there. But it didn't lose any leaves. It got a little bit damaged, but on that, no loss of leaves. So that's the Manila mango. The other cool tree that I have is this, which is another guava tree. It's called tropical red guava. And I didn't know what that is, so I asked the nursery people what is tropical red, and he said they are typically, for them it's a ruby red, or ruby supreme rather, so I think that's what it is. And so similarly here, I took off all of the little lower branches so that it could be more single trunk. This one seems to be more spreading, while the other guava is more upright. Like I noticed that it just kind of goes wide. And again, this is going to stay in the pot too. I don't have any room for it in the ground currently, but it's growing a lot though, like a lot of foliage. Didn't lose a single leaf during the winter. Some of them turned a little dark, like this. but it really didn't like defoliate, because I know some people's guava trees, they defoliate. So, and this is the other kind of cool tree that I have. It's not edible, but it's a money tree that the nursery lady gave to me as a gift when I bought my tree, my longan tree. And she gave it to me. It was really tiny at the time, and look how huge the trunk has gotten in over just 1 year. Supposedly in where these are native to, they are very they're like trees. So it's kind of interesting. Looks like it might be girdling it right here though. I should probably take it off. This little thing here that's keeping the braid together. But in any case, I put this underneath my awning by my house, where I put the mango tree, and similarly it did not defoliate all summer long or all winter long. So this is basically and the season before, actually, I had put it in out in the exposed area, and it lasted for most of the winter until it defoliated at the very end of winter. There was a few days where it got quite cold, so it lost all its leaves, but then it grew them back really quickly though. So this is my money tree. Okay, so this is my Geffner atemoya tree. I just planted it in the ground. It's purchased from one of those vendors that sells things in LA, and then they send them to San Jose area for purchase to the Vietnamese community. It is kind of an ugly tree, I'll be honest. It's not attractive at all. The fruit is good, I guess. And I kind of screwed up when I took it out of the pot, and I snapped this. The branches are very brittle. This broke, so I cut it off to do some grafting. And look here, they are budding, so they are gonna grow back. Very nice. I don't know if I should cut these off and then it'll like start budding again or something. I don't know. But these leaves are from last season. They didn't defoliate all winter long. They look kind of beat up, and I think there's some kind of scale or something right there, which is weird. This is the Geffner atemoya, and then this is my cherimoya right here, which is I purchased. That is a seedling cherimoya, and I grafted the Geffner onto it right here. I don't know if it's going to take. I'm not an expert grafter, so we'll see. Doesn't work, I'll try it again. I have fortunately lots of budwood, or I will have budwood, but this is a cherimoya tree, a seedling, so I don't know how good it is. Okay, so this is the last of my tropical kind of exotic fruit trees that I have not featured yet on my YouTube. So this is a jaboticaba. It's a Sabara jaboticaba. I've had it for maybe about 2 years now. It really hasn't grown much at all. And I bought it from a fruit tree seller here in the Bay Area. It's still pretty thick though, the trunk. Hopefully it'll fruit soon. Ooh, hummingbird. But what I've been doing is I've been sort of pruning it to remove all of the branching along here, so it kind of exposes the trunk to the sun, because that's what I heard is what encourages it to fruit. So I know these are slow growing trees, so this is why I planted it right here so close to the front door, is because these are very small, slow growing trees. This is a shady area too, so I don't think it's going to grow that fast here, but it's nice. It's very beautiful, I think. I like the way the trunk kind of like peels as it grows, and it is growing. You can see all the new buds and stuff like that right here, and so it does grow. It just grows slowly. I've been pruning it to remove all these little twiggy. It has a lot of twiggy growth, so I kind of remove that, and I think that encourages it to maybe opens it up more to the sunlight, because you want the sun to hit the inside of the tree, I think, because it can get quite bushy. So I just pruned all of that right there, right here. So this is I think it looks quite elegant. So this is the Sabara jaboticaba. Oh, here's some new growth here. Right here. This is, I don't know if this was last season or this season, but this is all like brand new stuff right here. It's coming out.